Greetings, everyone, and this is the first book of Moses from the Old Testament of the King James Version of the Bible. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a brief discussion because this is the first video. It's the second recorded. I recorded the book of Matthew chapter 1 first. Now I'm going to record the chapter 1 from the first book of Moses called Genesis. 1:1. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. 1:2. And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. 1:3. And God said, Let there be light, and there was a light. 1:4. And God saw the light, that it was good. And God divided the light from the darkness. 1:5. And God called the light day, and the darkness he called night, and the evening and the morning were the first day. 1:6. And God said, Let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters. 1:7. And God made the firmament, and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament, and it was so. 1:8. And God called the firmament heaven, and the evening and the morning were the second day. We are in the third day of the new year, 2020. 1:9. And God said, Let the waters under the heaven be gathered together unto one place, and let the dry land appear, and it was so. 1:10. And God called the dry land earth, and the gathering together of the waters called he seas. And God saw that it was good. 1:11. And God said, Let the earth bring forth grass, and herb yielding seed, and the fruit tree yielding fruit after his own kind, whose seed is in itself upon the earth, and it was so. 1:12. And the earth brought forth grass, and herb yielding seeds after his kind. Notice he said his kind. And the tree yielding fruit, whose seeds was in itself after his kind. And God saw that it was good. 1:13. And the evening and the morning were the third day. We are in the third day now in 2020 of January. 1:14. And God said, Let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven, and divide the day from the light, and let there be signs for the seasons, and for days, and for years. 1:15. And let them be for lights in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth. And it was so. 1:16. And God made two great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and a lesser light to rule the night. He made the stars also. 1:17. And God set them in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth. 1:18. And to rule over the day and over the night, and to divide the light from the darkness. And God saw that it was good. 1:19. And the evening and the morning were the fourth day. 1:20. And God said, Let the waters bring forth abundantly the moving creatures that have life, and the fowl that may fly above the earth in the open firmament of heaven. 1:21. And God created great whales, and every living creature that moveth, which the water brought forth abundantly, after their kind, and every winged fowl after his kind. And God saw that it was good. 1:22. And God blessed them, saying, Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the waters and the seas, and let the fowl multiply the earth. 1:23. And the evening and the morning were the fifth day. 1:24. And God said, Let the earth bring forth a living creature after his kind, cattle and creeping thing, and beasts of the earth after his kind. And it was so. 1:25. And God made the beasts of the earth after his kind, and the cattle and after their kind, and everything that creepeth upon the earth after his kind. And God saw that it was good. 1:26. And God said, Let us make man in our own image. And God said, Let us make men in our image after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth. 1:27. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God created him. Male and female created he them. Notice I stressed that. 127. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God created him, he him. Male and female created he them. 128. 128. And God blessed them, and God said unto them, Be fruitful and multiply, and replenish the earth, and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish in the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over every living thing that moveth upon the earth. 129. And God said, Behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed, which is upon the face of all the earth, and every tree, in which is the fruit of the tree yielding seed. To you it shall be for meat. 130. And to every beast upon the earth, and to every fowl of the air, and to everything that creepeth upon the earth, wherein there is life, I have given every green herb for meat. And it was so. 131. And God saw everything that he had made, and behold, it was very good. And the evening and the morning were the sixth day. And that was the end of chapter 1, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for listening to the first edition of the book of Genesis from APS. Now look forward to more of these videos, and like and share if you agree with my Bible studies.